Hello everyone and welcome back to Anno 1800 to once again another offensive that Barrel is trying here against the Admiral, and his morale is already pretty crumbled because before that she already took down all of the defenses over there. And yeah, once again it's very interesting to see the dynamics here. In that case though, it should have been us, to be honest, but I don't have my ships ready yet. She's got some upgraded warships there, and yeah, she's also not behaving in the best possible way, as her ships are stuck on the cliffs here, and that's definitely going to hurt her. So once again, she's trying it. Most likely she's not going to succeed at that, to be honest. She's taking some serious damage right there. We could join, but I think once you have two forces attacking at the same time, because of the mod, morale is not going down to 0. So if you have two different factors that reduce the morale, two players, then I think it might be broken at the lower levels then. Anyway, still interesting to watch, even though she's not going to succeed at that, as most of her ships are already down. We can, however, continue with our own business, right? So we are still quietly preparing our biggest fleets there. We are under no pressure there, really. And only that my ships are under attack from time to time from the Admiral. But that's about it. And yeah, we are in the process of, first of all, getting more scholars in, but also, very important, finally, most likely, my skyscrapers. However, before we do that, I would like to check my consumption rates here once again. So my investors do consume, of course, quite a lot of things right now in this beautiful city, and that is something we should check out. And as we can see, the spectacles is at 0, the penny farthings is at -1, and the light bulbs is also at 0. So those are things that are going down or are stable, and stable is also not something that's really good. So let's just check my spectacles. We have them over here, and we do have still 2 more factories that I can place out there. That's fine. That is just a bit of brass, and then also my glass that has been consumed with that. We have the spectacle factory here, productivity increased by 40% and is producing glass in addition. And we do have the light bulbs here. So what I would like to do is I'm going to remove both of them, and I'm moving my spectacles over so that they're all getting affected by that trade union.
Another player has had their island seized.
Really? Really? She has actually overtaken the island. Waves hope. I mean, how was it possible? She didn't have that many ships. They barely took damage. Yeah, well, that's it. The Admiral is gone. That's an interesting development for sure. We are very close to it. Perhaps we can arrive here and get the loot that is in the area right now. For that, I would also like to put my reinforcements out there, because they would, as we know, break it. And let's just try and get some loot there, salvage it, because there's lots of stuff in the ocean here. Very interesting. The Admiral is gone. A major player is gone finally. This guy here, right? His military strength is gone. His economy strength is completely gone. He would probably go with a ceasefire with us, but of course we're not doing that. Of course, it's going to be interesting now where the AI opponents are putting their energy now that the Admiral is gone.
I've made better deals with
the pirates, we're not very successful yet, or still.
Loading stations.
Right. And oh, she also took over Carl Leonard's island here, the shared majority, so she could take over other islands now too. She's really strong, gotta say that. She's not very aggressive, at least not towards us, but she is very strong when it comes to general power. There's now some items here, some weapons. This is most likely just materials, right? So something that was on the island. There's some glass here. We don't really need that. Sewing machines. I'm just looking for probably some advanced weapons that would give us something. And there's some advanced weapons. Very good. Some windows. It's not really something we need. More advanced weapons. That is something I need though. Beer, windows, beer. That's it. And here we got a black bear. For the zoo, at least that is something. Let's get the advanced weapons and sell them. So we are also a profiteer from this. We are like vultures, trying to make some profit out of the demise of someone else. Yeah, some weapons, that's it, right? We could get the weapons and sell them too, even though the price for that is just really low. We are at 120,000 there at the moment. I'm not worried. Light bulb production was also a bit low. So another light bulb factory we can easily squeeze in here, for sure. Let's upgrade that warehouse there too. So this is the filament and the glass, and the glass, as we know, is also passively being produced as a spectacle. So I don't need to have any other glassworks really ready, right? So the production should be fine with the passive production too. Filaments, it's still positive, that is fine. So I still don't need to boost this. That was that. And then there's the whole bicycle thing. So the bicycles are being produced over here, steel and caoutchouc. And they don't really require a lot of space. So I could easily squeeze in another one here. And I would like to do this. There you go. And they will also have electricity. And with that, we have most of the goods once again boosted for my investors, right? And then I'm just waiting now. I hope that Tobias is coming in soon. He's trading in 3 minutes. And that would lead then to the income of chocolate. Even though we got 135 chocolate still in. The passive production is looking good again. Now that the bread is consumed at a higher rate, thanks to my docklands, we are producing more bread. And that also means then once again more chocolate in return. So this should actually complement it as well. There we are with the advanced weapons. We can sell them for 250,000. That's not so bad. Some weapons and beer here, but that's really not something I need. Are we out of ceasefire again with the pirate? We are. 1.2 million. Give me the peace treaty already, please. It's low, but it is possible. 1.3 million. Let's do this. As expensive as it is possible. And with that, no more ceasefire that we need to go for all the time. Right, so at least we're on permanent peace terms now with the pirate. He will not declare war anymore since our military score is just too high for that. Right, so the new world is looking good for that. Some more items we can sell. And let's get my ships back to my main fleet. Very good. And then it's all about my city, right? And I think, yeah, the first engineers would like to upgrade to skyscrapers already. And of course, we are not going to deny it to them. Just a question of where. We could have them here. There you go. Our first skyscrapers. Those here too.
So proud we laid the first stone. Keep it up.
And then also the investors that we could go with. And there they are. Perfect. Also investors would like to go for now the skyscrapers. And we probably will provide it right here in the city center. With as many as possible. Even though it costs me, of course. Let's upgrade the inner ones for now, right? Because it is pretty expensive getting those skyscrapers up and running. And we should be careful about not upgrading too many of them. Though we can afford it easily. And the next dreadnought, there it is. And hopefully then also 400 engineers. Oh, they're being consumed right now. But we can still upgrade a few more. 53 influence. 59 influence. And that makes another dreadnought possible again. I still need some reinforced concrete. But it is possible. Skyscrapers and more dreadnoughts. And there it is as well. The next building campus extension permit that we've achieved with that, and I can continue building now more scholars as long as we have the materials. We don't, so I do need to wait on some bricks again. All the upgrading really was costly. That is 2. And the next one, oh, the next limit we can easily achieve actually, right? It's only 50 more scholars that we need.
And I wonder.
And they're already getting everything in here. The electricity will also then unlock soon, and this will then provide. This bonus will then be provided immediately. And we are back to 80,000 there again. Of course, the investors, they do cost quite a lot in the beginning. They're getting now provided already with all the goods they want, right? And the department store would be one of them that they need now. Now, there's a whole bunch of requirements for the investors, for the skyscrapers to continue leveling up. I just have to say right now, we're probably not going to go all the way up there to level 5, as this is reserved for the Mega City Edition. However, the department store we can easily build right now, and it's not the worst building that you can have. Somewhere then probably here, right beside the palace. And we also don't really need that church here anymore, so this is already a way of getting some investors over. And then here we do have still the room. Move those artisans. And then those investors. Actually, wait a second. Let's move some of the engineers over. So that the investors are still closer to the city itself. And this allows us now to have all this room there available. Why is this one all of a sudden not having any road connection?
What is this, the ruddy North Pole?
The people celebrate
Has
your
this been happening
leadership.
before? No idea. I don't know why this one suddenly does not have a road connection. Now that seems strange to me, but of course we need to provide it. And there's the department store. It's a pretty big building and it's a corner building. So from that we should provide it as a corner building, to be honest, right? And actually we could then have more investors right next to it because it would also just fit in nicely. 120 tons of bricks though, that's something that it's going to take a while before we can provide it.
Just about meets standard.
Now, there you go. All the resources are in for our beautiful department store. Right here in the center. And he would like me to build now the toaster to craft the toaster. Because I think the need is not fulfilled, at least until I produce something in this one. And let's just check it out what the toaster does cost me. Filament, zinc and steel. Okay, we only really need zinc and we do have no zinc here. But we do have zinc somewhere else. We would have it in Ipswich. And that's it though, right? Yeah, Ipswich would have the zinc. Alright. Far up here, I would need to destroy some fields. This is a bit disappointing. So I could get the zinc in with the docklands, of course. But that once again would also hurt some other production. Yep, so let's get the zinc on Ipswich. We don't have the... Do we have the resources to build a zinc mine? Reinforced concrete and windows. We still need a few and that's it then. This could hurt, right? So if I get this one all the way up there, my vineyard here does lose half of its fields. So this is actually pretty bad for business. I mean, we are producing enough, to be honest. I could get rid of one of them at least for the zinc production. Let's get rid of one of them. And the other one gets its replacement then here. We're not even boosting them. And there's also the trade union that still would have some room. So it's fine, but it's still not ideal, of course. And yep, let's get the building materials over so that we can get the zinc trader going. There is my Angel Claire. My cargo ship. I've got two actually in the area. And yeah, we do need some windows, some reinforced concrete. I don't have a lot of that anymore. So we've used all of our resources there almost now for the skyscrapers and the advanced production. So I'm either I wait now for more building materials to come in, or I'm expanding my productions. I'm also looking for some white flags here, because once we go to the Great War, I will need some secure trade ships. But Isabel really doesn't have them, and Archie also does not have them, as we know. But Isabel, I would have hoped that we would get some white flags, but it seems like at a certain stage it is so rare for them to spawn that it's almost not possible. We could get them from an expedition, and I think we could also craft them. But of course, trying my luck is always something I like to do first. And unfortunately, no luck this time. However, the building materials are in for the zinc mine, so we can build that at least. It does cost me some workforce, of course. Ooh, no, let's not rather do this. Even though we don't have any workers on Ipswich. So, you know, increasing their unhappiness probably doesn't do anything. And just in case if it does, let's also have... could we do this? Of course I do need some 5 tons of bricks again. Sometimes this game can be so petty. Let's get the 5 tons of bricks. And then I can do this. And for the zinc mine, I do have my grape trader, right? This one that definitely has resources left. And let's just use the other 2 slots here. Oh, it's a clipper at the moment. This should be fine too. Since it's such a short route. Let's go with that. And the clipper can actually do the job. Which is coming in right now. Zinc, by the way, production should be at 15, right? Or was it half a minute? Right, it's half a minute, alright. So it's only 2 per minute. And the toaster consumption is what? It's only 1 per minute, not even 1 per minute, so that's totally fine.
Under siege.
Let's get those 10 tons. I don't think we need anything else than for Ipswich anymore, so 10 tons is fine, and then I'm happy. And there you go, Mobile Task Force will also provide some beating for Ipswich, some security respectively. The zinc will then come in and produce us the toasters, and with that we'll have this then fulfilled. Also, it gives me an income per house of 5%, right? Also happiness, and reduced consumption of jewelry and light bulbs by 15% with the toasters. So really good, right? And the range is huge, as we can see. So the whole, let's say, eastern side of Knutjes is being affected by that. And there the toaster production has started. A bit of zinc is in already. And this makes the fulfillment now, right? And now they grow, as we can see. So it goes up to 75. And then we could upgrade them once more. And then the panorama effect goes into place as well. And then the first skyscrapers will be profitable for us once we start with that as well. I could still add some more ornaments than right here. Not this one though. Let's go with the smaller fountain. Oh yeah, and he's happy that we're selling the toasters. Since this is a department store, let's also have some food stores in front, right? A food stand and a drink stand, and then also some tables. And actually in here in the center we can have a cherry tree or something like that. A cherry tree, yeah, a cherry pew. Okay, I would like to expand my shopping catalog there. I'm not doing this though yet, as I think that would be not that good. We don't have any productions really. This one is working already. Light bulbs and whatever it was, light bulbs. There you go, a +2 now. Pocket watches +1, payfile things +3. So this is all now positive again. Perfect. Chocolate is coming in with the Docklands. Gramophone is fine. The carriages are fine. So we're looking at a very stable consumption rate there right now for my city. And 75,000 on the income. Plus also the next Dreadnought is out. Sea Harpy 3. That we can also equip right away. And I'm still aiming now for that trade treaty with the pirate. It is hard, it is hard. Give me a quest. She doesn't have a quest either. I want that trade treaty, but she really doesn't want to trade with me. I would love to get some pirate items there. For now, let's go with the reinforced bulk. Damage from the cannons is reduced, so this is just very good, this item for sieges then. And we do have then 6 Dreadnoughts now. Also, right away, we can now continue upgrading, right? So the first engineers we can upgrade then to level 2. This one works now with the intense panorama effect. Very good. And then we have the ones for the investor skyscrapers. So that we can have a bunch of them. Also here in the center. And here. And for the investors, this will then be a profit for us. So I have 2,000 per one. As these buildings increase or tend to grow then even further.
Really bizarre. An artistic sort of a threat. Get this all the time. Here, go ahead if you want.
Okay, also once again, we do still need a bank, of course. I have not finished the bank yet, and this whole district really lacks a bank. So another proper building. We are going with this big bank here. This one, the central bank, is much smaller. Well, this one is much bigger, but I haven't built this one yet, and I would definitely like to go, of course, also with the modded version here, that we can have then. This will probably bring me in some money there again. Yes, very good. 3,000. Let's just have the road on the back here, and then we can add more investors to this tiny road there again. Once more, so probably from this side. Some engineers. And then also some more paving, very good. And there we have this tiny area where we probably, let's go with the the enclosed trees. Of course, this also makes those guys here now extremely happy because finally the bank is also fully fulfilled. So we're looking at plus 20 happiness for investors and plus 16 for engineers. Those people really certainly are very happy euphoric bunches. And I'm also researching now the next building permit for my scholars so that we can hopefully expand my scholar district. And of course, we continue with the dreadnoughts for some big clashing as well. Stay tuned.